In today's video, I'm going to be clearing a really overgrown raised garden bed. As you can see, this bed is very overgrown with various weeds, grasses. It has been overgrown for the past 1.5 years, so it's quite a long time and it's now really thick, and I'm going to clear it. The main tools that I use for this job is obviously my hands, then a hoe and a fork, and sometimes also a spade to get out bigger roots. The first thing that I start doing is I just start pulling all the weeds that I can by hand, just going over lightly and removing all the foliage and all the other weeds that I can by hand. And afterwards I go in with a hoe and remove the smaller part of the weeds. When the soil is soft, like in this raised garden bed, because it was used to grow vegetables, it is easier to remove them by hand. But if you are weeding in, say, clay soils, it may be easier to use a fork to loosen the soil first and then pull out all the weeds. After manually removing all the weeds by hand or by using a hoe, I used a fork and went around the whole bed and removed the weeds with a fork, any remaining weeds that had still deep roots, so I removed them then afterwards with a fork. This is the weed pile from all the weeds from the raised garden bed, and as you can see, it's a lot of weeds, and it took about 4 hours to do with myself, and my mum was helping a little bit, so it took around 4 hours to do this whole bed.